Hey everybody! Chances are by now you've probably seen Pokemon's Super Bowl commercial that will be airing in 2 weeks. It was a pretty impressive piece of production that they clearly spent quite a bit of time on. One of the things that's basically got the internet abuzz right now is the fact that there were so many hidden secrets within the commercial itself. Now, while some other channels have tried to cover all of the secrets hidden in this commercial, a lot of them have fallen quite short. So I thought, why don't we give it a shot? From theory to fact, let's go through this commercial and see what was actually in it. The ad begins with a young boy who's dressed exactly like youngster Joey. Here, take a look at his clothing. But before we move on, let's back up just a little bit. At the beginning of the commercial, you can see two rugs on the right, a red one and a blue one. These are undoubtedly referencing the two versions of Pokemon that were released in America back in 1998. It continues as youngster Joey runs past various scenery. Wait a second, what was that? Is that a truck? Do you recall any infamous trucks in the Pokemon franchise? How about the one next to the SSN that everybody thought was hiding a Mew? Well, if we take a closer look at the graffiti on the vehicle, you can barely make out some numbers written in brown. These are 4, 15, and 96. April 15th, 1996 was the date of Mew's first ever distribution in Japan. The next Easter egg can be seen in the cafe. Beneath the TV, there's a flyer that reads, "Learn to surf," with the letters HMO3 underneath it. But that's not all we can see in this shot. If you look at the bottom right of the TV, you can see the news broadcast location is from a place called Kanto. And if we back up even more, above training for greatness, there are 3 hard to read sentences in white. The far left one reads, "Roadblock on Route 12. This is a direct reference to the Snorlax blocking Route 12 back in the Gen 1 titles. The middle one has no real significance, but the sentence on the far right is also an Easter egg. Crowds flock to see rare fossil discovered at Mount Moon, which is, once again, another reference to Generation 1. Continuing on, for a brief second, we get another look at the surfing flyer we saw in the previous shot, right before this genius girl starts beating an army of people in chess all at the same time. You probably picked up on this the first time you watched the commercial, but one of the king chess pieces takes on the shape of Nidoking for a brief second. However, that's not all. There are quite a few people that speculate that the white piece in the back is actually also a Nidoqueen. Then, in the football scene, the team captain is shown wearing the number 20. Oh man, what a coincidence! Pokemon is celebrating its 20th anniversary just this year. Weird. The helmets of the teammates all have the volcano badge on them as well. This will be slightly important in the future, so keep that in mind. Next, as the team is leaving, 2 players, wearing the numbers 19 and 96, run out of the door of the locker room. That's the year that Red and Green were first released in Japan. Then there's this scene. If you don't get this reference, you're probably watching the wrong video right now. The last big chunk of Easter eggs appears in the city. First up, you can see the Moo Moo Milk ad on the left side of the man. On the right, you'll see a rare candy being illuminated on a small squarish sign. Beneath that, there are a lot of people that point to the game arcade as being a reference to the game corner seen in a variety of Pokemon titles. What's really clever here is that this game arcade is on the corner of the building, so it's literally a game corner. Oh yeah, and remember how I told you to remember the volcano badge on the football players' helmets? Well, the shoulder of that same team captain we saw earlier boasts the volcano badge, which is totally treating him like a gym leader. And that's about it. There's also the notion that these things in the window at the very end of the commercial resemble Helix fossils, but I think that's kind of a stretch. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you learned something new, and if I missed anything, feel free to yell at me in the comments. If you want to check out any of my other content, here are a couple of suggestions. But otherwise, have a great day, and I hope to see you again soon.